Disclaimer. No copyright infringement intended. All media used in this video belong to their rightful owner/s. This material is solely for academic purposes.
Gender is a state of being a man, masculine, and a woman, feminine. Gender criticism examines how sexual identity influences the creation, interpretation, and evaluation of literary works. Gender criticism greatly influences the way society views gender differences. Therefore, it examines how an author may have influenced gender perception through a work of literature.
In classical music, women have been present and made significant contribution as long as the profession has existed. However, women as a group generally have not been acknowledged or lauded to the degree or consistency that men have been in the field. These following musicians are particularly a egregious example of gender-based prejudice clouding people's assessment of talent or ability. There is still a disparity in terms of prestigious positions within orchestras and the classical music world. Most conductors and most principal or solo positions in orchestras in the US, Europe, and Asia are held by men.
In this story, you will notice at the beginning that men are more dominant because of the routine tradition of their time. And in this story, they are more given testing and deep thinking on the character as a woman, pretending to be a male warrior, but even so there is success shown in the story, the trials that the woman or the character Mulan went through, and it is informed here throughout the story that it's not only men who are able to defend themselves or anyone else. This movie is linked to gender criticism because something like this happened at the beginning of the story. Example is being a maid to their spouses and they have no right to be warriors or are soldiers of a kingdom.
Beyond Economic Man, Feminist Theory and Economics describe our toxic culture in terms of gender issue. The author suggests to people that discipline of people could be improved by freeing itself from masculine biases. If someone focuses on masculine interests, discipline may be affected. The purpose of this book is not to reject our current economics practices in terms of feminist or masculine of a person, but to broaden everyone and permitting further understanding of gender biases and understanding the gender differences.
A study showed a woman who experienced pain is labeled by the professional as emotional, whining, and doesn't want to get treated, but only falsify their pain as it was only in their head. It is also said that the chronic pain of a woman is only associated with their psychological being and not in the external part. A woman is labeled as sensitive to pain because of their internal pain like having menstruation and giving birth. A study shown that women is more open to their mental or physical pain than men. It is more widely accepted that women can show more pain. In a study, healthcare professionals often say to women to be more careful, while in men, they often say that pain goes with heavy work. Researchers also said that pain of a woman is natural than men.
A reviewed study showed that women are making changes in the society in today's generation. Over the past decades, women able to work in the industry and in the government. Women are moving into jobs that used to be done by men. They have more choice and independence in working rather than staying at home. But not all their experiences were all same. As feminist economist Ruth Pearson told, they experienced the empowering impact between their wages. It isn't same as men, and their work was low paid. The study shown that women are still far away from the equality from gender criticism with men. Even though there's a lot of chances and opportunities given for them, it doesn't deny the fact that there's a comparison between male workers and women workers in the industrialized countries. The study mentioned, at the top of industry and government, the faces remain stubbornly male, which is uneven.
According to the book review of Calvin, the persistence of gender inequality by Mary Evans is exceptionally wide-ranging and draws on an electric mix of political theory, literature, contemporary politics, and pop culture. It makes many arguments interwoven within and across the chapters of the book. However, this style can be somewhat difficult to follow, especially because it tends to move very quickly over a wide variety of examples, and it needs the reader's fluency in numerous feminist, social, and political debates. For this, it is a highly original book that offers a novel approach to long-standing feminist questions, but it may be a difficult read for undergraduate students or general audiences. The scope of the book is ambitious and its approach is creative, presenting unexpected reference points and thought-provoking parallels between disparate issues. It challenges the readers to engage in a more critical, political, and class-conscious feminism.